Yeah. Welcome back to
Yeah.
another Heels episode reaction with the Late Night Boys. This is episode 7's reaction. I got my co-host Jay Bird, the God, the 7 foot
Kaka.
one, the 7 foot 1 God. What's going on, brother?
Hey, another week, another
Another episode.
heel episode.
Yeah.
We're
Let's get
here.
right into it, man, because we got 2K.
First, before we get into it, shout out to the supporters of this series that we're doing.
Yes, sir.
Not only the series, but the whole channel is growing. And thank you for everybody who's liking, subscribing, sharing. You know,
Commenting. All of
all
it.
the commenting.
Yeah,
You
we
know,
appreciate that.
we really should highlight some of the comments. We should prepare them before the show, but we don't. But we love every single one of you.
Next week, we'll make a standard to do it. Just
Yeah, we
stick
should.
with us.
You know.
But let's get right into the episode, man, because we got some 2K to play.
Yeah, we do.
Immediate thoughts of episode 7, Starz Heels. Birdie, what are you feeling?
The whole episode as a whole was mid. It was mid.
I
We watched
agree.
the whole thing just to find her tell him, at the end of the episode, that
There's
your
some
dad
money
owes
issues.
so much money, and I don't even know where most of it is going.
Yeah.
I hate him.
I hate him. That is a powerful way because they haven't really stated that. It doesn't seem like King of Spades was a good guy, but they haven't like really showed disdain. Really, they're like they love their father. They look up to him. They
Not anymore.
respect him. But in that moment, I think that is that switch where it's like, yo, fuck this guy, bro.
He sucks.
Like, this guy really put us in a blender right here with this. Yeah, I agree with you on the episode being kind of mid. It was a slower episode. A lot of talking, a lot of Willie being a very rude person,
Yeah,
not likable throughout the
not
whole
ruin my
episode.
Willie.
That's what, I was thinking about you because I was like, this is Bird's favorite character, and they're really like just pushing her in the ground. I mean, character development.
I'm becoming a Wild Bill fan.
Oh, wow. I mean, every episode he's getting highlighted and really having like a strong moments. When they were doing the promo practice, he was just like, "You can't be a chin up guy."
Yeah.
He got them.
Vocally say hello. He's my guy. Oh, and shout out Anthony Coons though for the comment. We'll highlight that.
Sir. Young Wild Bill.
Young Wild Bill, Anthony Coons.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah, definitely. If you're watching this, we respect your performance.
We know you're watching, dude. The last review was great, dude. Why wouldn't you be back?
Yo, I do like Wild Bill. I don't know. There's not much to say about this episode in terms of like just the overall story because they're just building up to the main event. I guess you mentioned right when we finished that there was no wrestling, and I think it's because we're just gonna get like probably the next wrestling match will be the main event, and maybe like something after.
How many more episodes we got? Do we know?
I have no clue, not off the top. I can look it up.
The episode is super slow. It just builds up to see what's gonna happen with the streaming provider, and what kind of script Jack's gonna write for Gully and Rooster.
Yeah,
Rooster's got some Riz on him.
Oh, yo, he turned it on.
He did.
He's a superstar. Kids, phenom. That's what they call him. Phenom. This man turned it on. He said, Gully said, Rooster said, I got you. Pulled up, said, hey. And then, honestly, his talk, because of Rooster, the lady stayed. Guaranteed.
And the guy being set on fire and thrown in the pool.
Yeah. That was a good opener, dude.
Yeah.
Imagine you had a homie every time you walked up to a girl, was like, yo, get yourself on fire. I'm going to go talk to Shorty across the pond.
Yeah. The queen. Fuck the monarchy. But, the episode was super slow. It wasn't really nothing advanced in the storyline, really. No wrestling, not even wrestling practice. I was, but I mean,
on the list, it only has 8 episodes.
8?
Yeah, it says only 8, but I think they add it every week.
Oh,
I hope so. 8, because if there's only 8 episodes, and this is right before the season finale, I'm not a fan of that. But yeah, I agree with the slowness. I do think there are some important elements in here, but we could have had some kind of wrestling, some kind of even like you said, wrestling practice, like
Yeah, something. I mean, they did
something.
all jump off the top rope.
Yeah, the promo was good. Now that
Yeah.
part of the episode was really good, because it does show, it does kind of connect, it shows. I like how they portrayed what the dystopia is like going to do to court the
Mhm.
big company and what DWO will do, which is really both their strengths, in
Yeah.
terms of like the companies. It
One's
really is
family
that.
oriented and one of them's a party.
Yeah, I
Uh,
do agree with what you said at the end, where you're like, "Well, this is how she's gonna find out Crystal and the Condemned are at DWL," and almost like because she was really interested in those two for the
yeah.
most part. I mean, she knows who Rooster was, but she wasn't like overly like, "Yeah, we need Rooster." I think it
Yeah.
would be a nice package if she had all three, obviously, because she's trying to
Yeah.
sell get
Maybe
eyes.
she
But
buys, and that's what makes me think she buys both companies.
yeah, I think that's where this is leading to. Right?
Yep.
Because a lot of the episode was, I mean, Gully, bro. Gully's performance. I honestly am a fan of Gully. I
Yeah,
gotta say,
he's a
every
good
episode,
heel.
yeah, every episode he has a monologue or he just goes crazy and he
Fuck
just
you, fuck
riffs.
you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, no, fuck me.
What did he say?
Fuck
He
you,
said,
Jack.
"You could unleash this on me."
Yeah. I've been nothing but nice to you,
I've been nothing but good to you.
and you're gonna fuck me? Fuck you, Jack. Uh, I fuck you. You don't fuck me. You don't say fuck you to me. That
They
show is
do.
hilarious.
I feel like if season 3 happens,
Mhm.
you have to like kind of at least give us a season to see what a whole season of them actually being in like the
Yeah.
same building, same area. You know what I mean? Like even if you bring dystopia to DWL, it's like let's grow DWL. Like DWL is the brand we want to
Yeah, but that's
build.
what's supposed to happen too. They're supposed to have a show in Duffy with
Yeah,
Dystopia because Duffy was already went to Dystopia. Now Dystopia is supposed to come to Duffy.
and they did mention it. I mean, he said, "Let's see how you do in front of the Duffy people." He
Duffy,
said that.
the people of Duffy.
The people of Duffy.
You know.
So in that aspect, I do want to see what it would be like if they were under the one roof, right? But right now, it looks like she was more interested in dystopia because it feels like the dude is into the DWL, but she's into the numbers, so she likes what dystopia is
Hmm.
portraying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, maybe if she sees the video, sees the condemned, and it actually goes, you might get that feel of like, oh, I see.
The Aurora
Yeah,
because she's gonna come to the show and it's gonna be in Duffy.
yeah.
She's gonna come to that the collab show.
That's why I think she might, or at least my prediction will be that she buys both of them, but builds it out of Duffy because
Yeah.
you're not gonna take heels and take it to Dystopia. You'll
No.
bring the Dystopia, the best wrestlers from Dystopia, bring it here. And I think also there's like, all right, you noticed in the last couple trailers we've seen Crystal in like a whole white outfit, and we haven't
Hmm.
seen it yet, like a whole white thing.
Yep.
So in the trailer, and I don't know if this is kind of spoilers, but in the trailer it looks like it's in Dystopia that she's wearing that. Now it could be both places, but it looks
Hmm.
like she's in Dystopia. But there's a Stars like ad for the show because obviously I've been
Hmm.
posting our reviews everywhere, so it's a lot of my algorithm is pushing Stars. But there's an ad where she's wearing the all white in the Duffy like gym and wrestling AJ Lee.
Oh.
So I don't know if they're trying to like okey doke us or it is in both places. Like they have one show there and one show maybe
Yeah.
back at Duffy. So
But that's the plan though. That's what they are doing. They had the one show in Dystopia, and now they're doing the one show in Duffy. And then I think there's gonna be a big
one in,
like
but I think the
yeah,
big one will be in Dystopia. I think
maybe. You know.
just because the Dystopia makes it feel like it's a lot bigger.
You're right. You
But
know, but Duffy has that whole like the atmosphere of Duffy, of the Duffy Dome.
yeah, and obviously Gully is investing in the Duffy Dome in
Yeah.
terms of like giving them the lights, the pyrotechnics. They obviously used the screen again today.
It
I wonder how
also
much.
makes his people look better when they come out too.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's not doing. Obviously, he's not doing it to help
Hmm.
fucking Jack. Like, even though I do think he's a good, like, he seems like he is a lot, like he likes Jack, but he's got to do what he has to do in terms of using the lawsuit to get what he wants.
Yeah.
And also, Stacy Spade was right when she was saying like, look at Gully, like he needs you. He realizes he needs your writing.
Mm-hmm.
Like as good as his shit is, he needs your writing to really sell the story, really bring the eyes. Which again, it really does seem like they're pointing down like where they're gonna work together permanently, and even like the whole now. All right, we mentioned Willie earlier, but let's actually break it down. Willie, this whole episode. I mean, the first interaction was with her daughter, and her daughter wanted a story for college papers or
College.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, applications.
So are you
And
even gonna get in there?
yeah, she went
Yeah.
cutthroat immediately. Like, yo, that's so they can allow you to spend 60,000 to go to their bullshit classes. And then the daughter hits her with the what's in your cup, which obviously a kid's gonna be the
Yeah.
first one to be like, yo, what's good with you? And then
Yeah.
the cuck father, the cuckadoodle, the original cuckadoodle doo
Yeah.
of heels
Oh
goes
my
crazy. Like he's like, it feels like you're locked in this cage with us. You're acting different. You're staying at the DWL later, which I don't know. It's weird because it's like in the beginning of the season, she was kind of normal, like last season, and then all
hmm
of a sudden, it's just like she just started drinking more.
Because
They've
stuff's
been
happening, something's gonna get exposed. There's something crazy hidden in that
that we don't
paperwork.
know.
Yeah. That's why when Jack's wife told him, like, there's weird stuff in those boxes.
Yeah,
Like there's
she just
weird things in there. There's IOUs and
there's
weird
things
stuff.
that could. She said there's things that could stop all the work we're doing right now.
Yeah.
So I wonder what it could be.
And
Maybe
Willie
like
knows that stuff is coming out one way or another.
and yeah, and obviously she decided to stay with King Spade, and we saw that last episode.
For now.
But also, it almost she probably feels like a lot like he left me with this burden to hold because
Mhm.
again they did highlight because when you're watching these shows and you watch the beginning like the recap of the show, they always like put the plot points of what is gonna happen through the show with
Yeah.
whatever the recap
What
is.
matches with the recap, yeah. The
Yeah,
storylines that make sense with the recap.
yeah, exactly. And they used the portion where she was talking to Stacy and was like, there's a lot of dark things you don't know, or like aren't uncovered. So I think you're correct on that. Now I wonder what it could be. Like what could be so bad? Obviously it's money. And like
Or
I like
the
how Bill
type of
handled
people
it.
we bother the money from.
Yeah, unless they're bad people. And obviously it maybe wasn't just Bill. It couldn't have been,
Yeah.
right? Like
Maybe he's people that you don't borrow money from, you know?
yeah.
Uh,
Duffy Italian mafiosos.
maybe type of shit, you know? Oh man, the Hasidic Jews coming, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, I did like the conversation between Bill and Jack's wife.
Yeah, I enjoyed
He
that because he kept it solid. And again,
Mhm.
he didn't admit to lending the money, but also he did state like, "Yo, keep it a secret," because even though she didn't listen to him by the end of the episode, but I do think he doesn't really want them to feel like they owe him anything because
Mhm.
that's really what they're gonna feel at the end of
Mhm.
the day. And like he said, and the perfect line when he walked away was like, "I'm just happy being here with you guys, building DWL."
DWL. Yep.
Yeah. And again, like you said, he really is becoming like he's becoming the soul. It's either we were joking around. I don't know. I mean, we were kind of joking around, but also kind of not about like Willie might die at the end of this episode because of
Mhm.
every interaction she had. But the way they're building it, either Willie or Wild Bill could go. Because imagine Wild Bill goes right before like the big show.
Sure, at the big show.
Oh no! Last year he shit at the show, and this year he shit the bed.
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy, man.
Daisies.
I would cry. I think he really is the best character this year.
Yeah,
And
I like Wild
also
Bill.
Diego. Diego is a
Diego's,
good
yeah,
character.
great side
Diego's
character.
super, super,
That's a good guy.
super dope side character.
Also, thank you for Mr. Ramos for tweeting us.
Yeah,
You know,
appreciate
we
that.
appreciate that, dude, a lot.
We're gonna say thank you to every one of the actors that like our shit.
Mhm.
But also, because of the strike, maybe they can't really talk about the show, so that's their way of like supporting things about the show. Because of the strike. But yeah, man. I mean, the episode really, we kind of went through everything. Willie might leave. I do think she really will consider, or at least go to dystopia for a little bit. I do think that's gonna happen, and then that'll cause like some friction between her and Jack because
Oh, if
Jack will
she
feel
leaves the DWL, she'll never be allowed to come back. Not allowed, but there's no way you can come back to
bring.
that.
Yeah,
No shot. Yo,
I can
your
see that.
Gengar has hair, bro. It-
Yeah.
it's-
Oh man.
That's hilarious. But yeah, that's pretty
Um.
much the whole episode for the most part. We have the whole Ace trying to get back
Oh,
with
bro,
Crystal.
we have to mention Ace getting a normal job. He got it really
Oh,
fast. He got it really fast. And it was at an old folks home, and he was, in his scrub shit. He was on his
you
scrub
put
shit.
shit into my pants.
Yo,
No, I
the
didn't,
guy,
sir. I
he
tucked
said,
you
when
in.
you tucked me in, you put shit in my pants. I was in Nam, and not even my best friend will pull a prank like that, and just proceeds to throw shit at Ace.
What across my chest?
Bro,
I got in my mouth. I gagged, swallowed some.
he, he said, he said you gotta scrub it out vigorously. Vigorously. Bro, he came in, he said the worst thing in the world happened to me. Worse than your dad taking his life. The second worst thing.
That's ever happened to me.
The
Oh my
second worst
god. Yeah,
thing.
chuckle if you want.
Yeah, that's what he said. Giggle if you want. Now, I do have a complaint about that part. I feel like this whole condemned, like this is really him. Like he found the new religion, and he's like trying to push it on everybody. Like every time something kind of good, he's like, I didn't punch him in the face. The condemned really opened my eyes. You know what I'm saying? It's really like he found like a Jehovah's Witness knocked on his door.
He's playing a
He
character.
was like, yeah, huh?
Yeah, he's playing the character in real life.
Oh,
He's living
living the kayfabe.
living the kayfabe.
Interesting. But it doesn't seem like he's that different.
He's just not.
He's not a
being mean.
dickhead. Yeah, he's not a dickhead. But I do think, at least my complaint is, I felt like that could have been like episode 2, right before he went away.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like a arc like that. Like he tries to work the work shit, pun intended, and he doesn't like it. Then he goes off and tries to find himself. Then the arc plays out. Now it's like, why are you throwing this in there? It's like almost like you ran out of things to. And I know it sounds like we're hating on the show. It's just for all the episodes prior, this is probably to me the weakest episode.
I also
would
didn't
give it like a
understand
6,
why
7.
Ace got the job.
No, last week his mom was like, "Why don't you stop? Why don't you stop playing around? Go get a job."
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, then the show shit on him.
Also,
I would have put some of that shit in a jar and I would have thrown it back at my mom. I would have walked back in her house and I would have threw this shit.
This is on you. Oh my! Yo, I can't believe they really showed it too. It just flopped. I was like, no.
And then it smelled. It's like gag, swallow a little.
Oh man.
And then you think the him and Crystal thing is gonna lead to anything?
That's what it seems like. Like, also, like when he sat in front of her, now he was just doing it in front of Bobby. Bobby was right there. Bobby gonna limp on over. It's like, what am I gonna do? You gonna break my other leg? Like, I'm not gonna try
Duffy.
that. Oh, welcome to Duffy, Georgia.
Welcome to Duffy.
Gunslinging Bobby. They're gonna change his kayfabe. But yeah, it does seem like they're kind of like trying to make it like a love triangle. You know what I mean? She kind of was feeling him a little bit when he was like apologizing for breaking Bobby's leg, and then he hits her with the "I think I was in love with you," and that's when she kind of was like, "Nah, not right now." You know what I mean? Like,
maybe later.
What did he say? He was like, "What kind of shirt is that? It's a bathing suit." She said, "There's a crop top.
A lot of it's crop.
A lot of it's crop." I don't know. I kind of miss old Ace though.
Yeah,
a little bit. Like this guy's like kind of a cuckold dude himself. He's like trying to please her. Like I get he's trying to be a better person, but it's like he's playing a whole different character. You know what I'm saying? It's literally like flip flop. I do, but I mean, the same kind of progression for like Jack's bait I enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Like I like that Jack's becoming a little bit less than he was last, because he was an asshole last year. But like this year, he's kind of like
a nice guy who not just punch people in the face.
Nah, yeah, exactly. Like you know what I mean. And then it shows. Like I mean, the moment they did have together was a beautiful moment in terms of the show because you see these people really work hard. Like Debbie, one of the unsung heroes. She, you know,
Debbie.
Stacy was like she loves this place, but when you see it, her just interacting, it's like, oh yeah, she's there because she really wants to be there. She could probably go work a desk job somewhere in Duffy.
You can jump off any ropes anywhere.
Yeah.
She doesn't do it to Duffy.
Yo, they really had Bobby jump off the rope with his broke leg after he
Yeah.
just got bad news. After he just got bad news.
No, it's just delayed good news.
Do you? Yo, yeah, that's what Crystal kept saying.
Or
Yo, the
what?
good news ain't coming. Now, do you think that the leg injury causes Crystal and him to maybe because she's probably gonna become a star and he's
And he
probably
probably
gonna
gets resentful. He's like,
yeah, and then
Yeah.
she go and then Ace. Obviously, they're packaging them already. You know the continuum. Oh, what do you say? And then fuck continuum continuously.
continuously. Fuck the big time. Yeah, fuck the big time.
Oh man, Wild Bill. He got some quotes. We yo when the season's over, we're gonna do top 10 Wild Bill quotes.
Cuckoo
And cut
Doodle
it
Doo
up.
#1.
Yo, it has to be right
Number
from
one.
both seasons. Yeah, it has to be.
Cuckoo Doodle Doo.
That'd actually be a cool video out there. I think we got to keep that one in the talk. But we're coming to an end on our episode 7 reaction. Bird, final results. What are you giving it?
6-2.
6-2? Yeah, I'm going 6-7.
Yeah.
It was a good episode, but it wasn't. It's definitely one of the
Wasn't
worst.
what I was looking for this week.
Nah, I wanted some wrestling.
Yeah.
I need some wrestling, some old fashioned Duffy wrestling.
Bike riding, wrestling.
Wrestling.
Shout out to all of you, every single one of you who's gonna watch this in the future. You're gonna be seeing past us. That's weird, but thank you for viewing the video.
We appreciate you. Remember, like, comment down below. Let us know what you thought about this episode. Did it tickle your fancy? Yeah, comment, subscribe, share with your friends if they love heels. If they don't know about heels, let them know, and then hit them with the companion series on Blackout GG's YouTube. All right, man. AD,
Sleep on it.
Jay Birdie. Later, boys and gals.